I really appreciate all of you being here. This is the Equinox 2024, a big year of change and surprise and beautiful things coming and going. And I'm just really, really grateful that you're here and you're present. And if you're not here live and you're here on the recording, welcome and thank you. Because this just seems like a really auspicious, particularly big equinox time. So, equinox, we're coming out of the winter solstice and we're coming into spring. So there's astronomical seasons, and there's the uh, more of the regular seasons as far as spring, summer, winter. You know, um, but they're marked astrologically or astronomically. And so we're coming into the time of the equinox, the vernal equinox, when our day is and night are just about equal. Um, I always associate this equinox with spring, I mean, spring obviously, but with the east, with the renewing of everything in life, renewing of the planet, renewing of our spirit. We've come out of the time of gestation that marked by the winter solstice, and we've been just nurtured and pulled into that space of gestation and listening to what's coming next and what we can see dream wise, those little whispers of the ancestors and the longings of our physical being speaking to us in ways that sometimes we recognize and sometimes we don't. But hopefully, as we're coming just a couple hours into the that actual time of the vernal equinox, those messages may hold new meaning, or they may kind of click into place, and you may find that something that maybe didn't make sense a few months, a few weeks, even yesterday, is just exactly timed right for you to receive it. So I hope that that's the case. Um, so before we get started too much, I would like you to think about what the winter has brought you, what that time of the winter solstice, that gestation time, what did it stir in you? Um, for me, it was really a time of recognizing and asking to see what didn't serve me, what was just shielding my eyes and my knowing from myself. I knew that there were things out there that I wasn't seeing. I was aware of that, but I didn't know how to access it. So that was my work from the solstice and of the winter till now. I should have said I've already set my space and asked that each one of your healing team, your guides, your allies are with you and holding us in a sacred container, you where you are and me here. But this circle is always, once it's set, it's always um, it's always here in space and time. So um, let's just talk a little bit more about the equinox time. This time of balance. We're between the winter and the summer, and this time of balance is almost like a time outside of time, a time when we can ask to see differently, to perceive differently, um, for things to be revealed to us, for renewal. It's kind of like waking up out of this winter sleep and stretching and really asking yourself, what do I want to become in this season? What are the things that I want to kind of grow into and grow toward as we approach the summer solstice. But this time is that time of like sprouting and allowing ourselves to be nourished and really just kind of gathering joy and gathering the vision of the things that we want to make manifest and the things that we want to draw into ourselves and draw out into the world. So I would like to just take a little bit of time, and I'm going to go through, kind of guide you through a guided meditation. And I'm not going to use the drum or the rattle for that. I'm just going to speak it. I'll use the drum later. So I'd like you to just, as we start, find a place that speaks to your heart. Some place where, a beach, a cave, a grove of trees, someplace sacred to you, whether it's a place in real life, waking life, or a place in the other world, in the sacred, someplace from your imagination. So just kind of settle in, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. With each breath, relaxing deeper and deeper, letting any stress, any tension fall away. With each inhalation, bringing in peace. Bringing in harmony. Noticing any place in your body that may feel discomfort or anxiety. Just acknowledging that and letting it go. No need to fix it, just acknowledge it and thank it. Another deep breath. And then just find yourself walking or appearing into that beautiful space that you've chosen. Seeing the complete picture around you of where you've chosen to be. Feeling the temperature. Hearing any birds or animals, insects. Let them sing their songs. And as we're coming into the twilight, so it is in the place that you've chosen. If you can see the sun, you see it beginning to grow low on the horizon. And know that this place that you've chosen, any tool, anything that you need, is present. And so wherever you are, I will ask you to build a small fire. And you have the sticks, the lighter, the kindling, whatever you need to make that fire. And as you tend to it, it grows and you feel its warmth. And you add a little bit of sacred wood, Palo Santo, cedar, maybe a little incense of frankincense or lavender. And you smell the fragrance of that, blessing you and blessing your surroundings. And you settle in next to that fire, either sitting or lying, whatever's comfortable for you. And you call out to your allies, whether those be power animals, spirit allies, a sacred teacher, an angel, a benevolent ancestor, whoever that is for you, or maybe a group. However you like to work. And as you're sitting around this fire together, feeling the love and the connection, not just with these beings that are with you, but with the earth, with the cosmos, with all of creation, all the benevolence, all of the love, the light surrounding you, enfolding you. You know that you are safe, that you are in a place that you can receive your highest good. And as you tend the fire with these special beings that have come to be with you, you review the beautiful gifts that you were given from the time of the winter solstice until now, the vernal equinox. And as you're speaking this out loud in your space, you can request that your guide or the being that's with you or beings if they have any gift or insight to offer you that's in your highest good. And you listen to that insight. And it may be that there is nothing new for that, that you've already gleaned those gifts. And if so, then just share your gratitude. And as you've spoken and received what you've wanted to glean from the winter solstice time, you bring to your mind the things that you wish, that you desire for this new season, for this time of renewal. What is it that speaks to your heart? What is it that wants to be brought forward and nurtured and nourished? Speak those things out loud as you're in this space, this sacred space, wherever that is for you, around this small, beautiful fire with beings who adore and love you, who have your highest good. As their priority. And perhaps you're being offered a sacred word or phrase, or a gift. Whatever that is for you, receive it now. And as a gratitude to the earth and to the east, you add a little more sacred wood or herbs to the fire, and let that gratitude be carried in the smoke. And as you have received what you came for, the blessing of this season, the fire is dying down. And your teachers, allies, the beautiful being or beings who are there with you, are giving their last blessing for this time as we enter into the spring, enter into the time of renewal. And a gentle breeze comes and just stirs that fire, blessing it. And extinguishing it. Just embers left. And those will stay safe and burn until you choose to come back to this space and rekindle that fire. So taking your words or your gifts, your blessings, give a final gratitude to your teachers, your allies, whoever has been here tending with you. And as that fades out and away, you make your way back into your body. Deep breath. Bringing yourself back and back and back, settling into your physical being. Another deep breath. Feeling grounded. And wiggling your toes and fingers. And when you're ready, you can move around, open your eyes, and just let me know that you're back. I go to a sacred grove, and I have a beautiful tree that kind of protects and shelters me. She actually is on the property here. And what I had gleaned from the winter we already talked about, that that place of knowing that I couldn't see everything that I needed to see, and I wanted to do that. And as I was asking for vision in this meditation, it wasn't so much vision. I mean, that is coming. That is a part of my process and continuing to blossom. But it was, the words were connection and ritual. And just really making ritual the way that I connect in a more personal and profound way. So I will take that and spend some more time with that to see what it truly means for me and how I'm going to bring that forward as we progress into the summer solstice. I'm sure by the summer solstice there'll be there'll be some awesome ritual because it will build and build and build each day, right? Because I've committed to that connection through ritual in this meditation and in this day. So that's what I'm speaking out to this time in between, this time outside of time, this beautiful space of possibility. So that was what was shared with me. And I'm happy to share that with you and have you as my witnesses for how things will evolve for me going forward. So we're coming up on an hour. If you have just a little bit more time, I would like to just drum for you, and just as a blessing to the earth and to all of us that are here, you know, on the call live and who will join later. Is that a good thing for you? Acceptable time-wise? Okay. So I'm not sure how loud it'll be if you're wearing earphones, so just be aware you might need to turn down. Okay. And if I feel called, I'll speak the prayers that are coming to me, or the vision that's coming to me. We'll see what comes. I see many beings around the earth, joyfully holding space, holding a field of love, a field of peace, also supporting right action, right relationship, all of humanity and the earth. Like sparkling stardust, a field of love, a field of beneficence, joy, of freedom. This is the birthright of humanity. And in this time, this turning of seasons, this turning of the cosmic season, the turning of the age, we are invited, all of humanity, to be who we came to be. To cast aside fear, anxiety, discomfort, and let that be dissolved. To embrace the road of mastery. Seeing many hands linking and joining, helping, places on the earth. There has been pain and destruction. Her sorrow is allowed to come out. It's allowed. Her grief is allowed to flow freely. So that it may be soothed. And comforted. So that all may be brought back into balance. And we ask her, how does this occur? How does this balance, this bringing of the light and the love and the peace, how does that occur? And she's so gentle. Her response so loving. Each one of us within our own being, within our own heart, connecting to her with grace and ease, with joy, the place within us as we stand a pillar of neutrality between heaven and earth, between the Great Mother and the Great Father, as we stand as that conduit, we bring peace into our own heart, balance into our own being. And just like a heartbeat, each being, each field ignites the next. Waves of joy, waves of love, waves of peace. Over and over again, stronger and stronger. But it starts with each one individually connecting. She welcomes the connection. She welcomes the curiosity, the awkwardness. She opens her arms to us. Embraces us. And it is our honor, our privilege, to do the same for her and for each other and for ourselves. She is reminding love yourself as you are a facet of the Creator. she asks us to renew our joyful commitment to play, to putting our hands into the soil, into the earth, into the water. Feel the breeze and the sun on our faces. And really look deeply at each other with love. Look through new eyes. For those things that have kept us apart, that have kept us small, that have kept us sheltered from truth, have fallen away. But like new shoots, we are tender. We will need to nurture each other and be nurtured by the Great Mother. And she laughs with joy and is delighted to see so many hands joined together, so many beings around her, holding that field of joy and love and wisdom. Accepting responsibility. For remembering what it is to be human. And those beings around the earth supporting her field. Remain strong and intact. And they too feel the waves of joy, sparkling light. They are honored to be here. They are joyful to be here, holding this space for the turning of this season and this age. Ooh. That was pretty powerful for me. I hope that you could hear it and receive it We're in a new time. And we have all the beauty and the harmony and the wisdom and I'm looking for the right word. Like the kick-assedness that we need. I can't think of the right words other than like you have to have a bit of an attitude and strength and knowing who you are and that you are a part of this beautiful time. Like you have to just own it. You're here for a reason, and we're like coming online. So you get to have that badass energy if you choose it. And I hope you all choose it. along with the tenderness and the love and the peace and the joy. So I welcome that responsibility and that power. I hope that you choose that as well. Let's see. Is there anything that anybody would like to share before we close?
I'd like to say thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you. Like the energy that is gathered is what drives, the journey. That's what drives the information that comes. So thank you all. Thank you. Well, we're over an hour, so if there's nothing else that anybody else wants to share, I'll go ahead and just kind of close us out. And know that, the place that you went in the meditation is always available to you. This sacred circle, the energy of that is always available to you. You just need, you can access it by intention. All you need to do is just intend that your energy is in that circle, and it is so. This is a sheltered, sacred space that we've created. So thank you all for your participation in that. So I will just say, to west, to south, to east, to north, earth below, sky above, and center, thank you. Thank you to all who held space here, to all who are present live as we work or as we worked, for all who will see this on a recording, to every ancestor, descendant, ally, spirit animal, the ascended masters, benevolent angelic beings, benevolent archangels, guardian angels, all guides. Thank you. Thank you for holding this space, to the earth, to the cosmos, the elements, the kingdoms, the directions. As we enter into this time of spring, this time of renewal, this time of rebirth. Thank you. Peace be with all of you. Peace in this season. Thank you.